The story of modern Greece often begins with a heroic image. It's a picture of a nation rising from the ashes of the Ottoman Empire, people reclaiming a glorious ancient heritage. But this narrative was constructed after 1830. When the new Greek state was formed, it faced a peculiar problem. It needed an identity. European powers, steeped in classical education, saw Greece through a classical lens. The new Greek leaders, many Western-educated, embraced that vision. It was a powerful tool for legitimacy. They were bringing back an ancient one. This wasn't about accurately showing the many different people inside its borders. It was about creating a shared story that brought everyone together. The people of the Peloponnese in the 1830s were very different from ancient Athens, mostly Orthodox Christian, largely farmers. The identity that emerged was a careful mix. The ancient past offered smart, democratic legitimacy. The golden age the new state claimed to inherit. It was a political project to give a young nation a grand old family tree, a shared future built on a distant, perfect past. One of the most important Greek historians to question this official story was Nikos Sphoronos. He looked at the big story and saw huge gaps. He said the idea of a straight line from ancient times to today was made up. It jumped from the Acropolis straight to the War of Independence in 1821, conveniently skipping over more than 1,000 years. Those ignored times were not empty. The Byzantine Empire, Frankish and Venetian rule, centuries under Ottoman rule. These periods shaped the language, they shaped religion, they shaped culture. Sphoronos argued, to understand modern Greece you must include the Middle Ages and early modern history. Ignoring them was denying the people's true roots. The national story found these periods inconvenient. It was a tool of the state, made to serve a purpose, to create a single national feeling and make everyone feel part of the same ancient family. Powerful, but historically costly. The picking and choosing produced a national identity disconnected from its recent past. The focus stayed on the classical world, and Byzantine and Ottoman history was pushed to the margins. The official story of a pure, unbroken Greek family line faced another big challenge, from the presence of the Arvanites. The writer and researcher Aristide Colla worked hard to uncover this hidden history. Colla said that a large part of the people of modern Greece were of Arvanite background. These were people who, for hundreds of years, spoke Arvanitika. Arvanitika, a type of Albanian. They weren't new arrivals. They had settled in different waves during the late Middle Ages. Colla's research suggested many heroes of the War of Independence were themselves Arvanites. Yet, as the new Greek nation was being built, their unique culture and language were systematically erased. The state promoted one language, Greek, and one identity. Its speakers were pushed to become more like Greeks. A big part of the population was made to forget its own heritage in favor of the new national story. Adding another layer, the writer Eleni Gikika. She has talked about a language and culture that existed here before ancient Greek speakers arrived. There was a language and a culture here before the Greek one. This pre-Greek reality is denied. The stories of the Arvanites and the hints of a pre-Greek past show how weak the official story is. Every national story needs its writers. For Greece, the main builder was Konstantinos Paparagopoulos. He took on the huge job of writing a history that would make the new nation seem right. He skillfully put together the three big periods of Greek history: the classical, the Byzantine, and the modern. In his view, these were not separate times but a single, unbroken chain of Greek civilization. By proving identity continuous for 3,000 years, Paparagopoulos gave a historical reason for a larger Greek state, the megali idea. In a moment of surprising honesty, Xenophon Zolotas spoke at the United Nations. He acknowledged Albanians as one of the ancient peoples of the Balkans, a reminder that antiquity in the region is shared. The Treaty of Lausanne in 1923 set the modern borders of Turkey and Greece. After the terrible Greco-Turkish War, the treaty ordered a forced exchange of people between the two countries. Over 1 million Orthodox Christians from Anatolia, many not Greek-speaking, were moved to Greece, while hundreds of thousands of Muslims were sent to Turkey. The exchange reshaped Greek identity, making religion a central thread rather than language or birthplace. Recognizing the Byzantine, the Arvanite, the refugee, the farmer, and the philosopher gives each their rightful place in the rich story of what it means to be Greek.